Does the Bible contradict science? Well, in some ways, to ask whether the Bible contradicts science, it's kind of an odd question because there's hardly any overlap between the two. Now, hang on. There is some overlap, we'll get there, but overall, think about it. The Bible talks about God who made the world. Science talks about how this world works. It's not like you're going to study quantum physics and then determine from the Bible that the electrons didn't behave properly when you shined a light on your double-slit experiment. The Bible doesn't tell you how to generate solar energy, how to treat an upset stomach, or what happens when you burn magnesium. Science, likewise, doesn't tell you the dress code for Levite priests, whether adultery is a sin or if the kingdom of God is a matter of power. Now, there's still some overlap, and it's those small areas that people get hung up on. Probably the biggest example would be that the Bible touches on the creation of this world and the origin of humanity in Genesis 1. Science also speaks into this, and what we learn from science in school may contradict what we learn in the Bible. But keep in mind that both science and the Bible are interpreted by people. Scientific theories about the past are developed by people, and often these theories change. Likewise, Genesis 1 has seen many different interpretations. In a previous video, I laid out 5 different views of the age of the earth that Christians believe in, and only one of these views, in its most hard-nosed fundamentalist sense, would say that science is wrong and instead you better believe the Bible. Likewise, there are several different views about how the Bible intersects with the theory of evolution, or whether evolution is actually bad science and instead a different model is required. Someone might say that the Bible is full of miracles, and science rejects miracles, but that's not quite right. To say that science rejects miracles sounds as if we did something in a laboratory and concluded that miracles don't exist. But obviously that's not the case. People have adopted a certain way of thinking which denies miracles, and that thinking is often applied to how they do science. But there's nothing within science itself that says miracles cannot be possible. Now, the scientific method has little use for miracles because it studies repeatable things, but that doesn't mean miracles are not possible. God doesn't contradict the laws of science by doing a miracle any more than I contradict the law of gravity by catching a falling rock. He made the world to work in a certain way, and we can measure these ways through science, but that doesn't mean God cannot create an exception to the natural order of things. Now, if you think that the scientific method is the only way to determine truth of any kind, then you'll end up struggling to accept just about any biblical or theological truth. Fair enough. But you'll also struggle to believe in things like evil, beauty, love. Science doesn't tell us what's evil or what's beautiful or what love is, more than just a chemical reaction in the brain. In fact, the scientific method itself cannot be proven by science. It's a philosophical approach that assumes philosophical ideas such as the acceptance of inductive reasoning. You've probably heard that many great scientists in the past were Christians. It's no surprise, since love for God inspired many people to learn more about God's creation. So if you are a Christian today who loves science, great. We can continue that passion for science as an extension of our passion for God. Next week, I want to look at what the oldest religion is. People sometimes wonder this when they explore which religion is true. My take is not as straightforward as you may think, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.